offense much improved from Friday? How did it feel for you?
Felt good. Just push it a little bit, get out in transition, get some easy ones. Feel our rhythm out there, different lineups. So.
Have you guys seen some flashes of what you think you're capable of?
It's so early still, so I feel like we're doing some good things. We just gotta be more consistent with it. That's all. That's what preseason is for, though. You know, you try not to put too much pressure on yourself, but obviously, you know, you want to go out there and execute and play well and just play your way into a great rhythm and great shape and just prepare for the regular season. So just utilizing it as that.
How much did you enjoy seeing Gordon chase down Jeremy Lamb from behind?
That's who he is. Not necessarily impressed. I think that's just I've gotten used to seeing it over the years of watching Gordon grow in this league. So you know, seeing him do that, just I think it really sparked our team, and I know it felt good for him.
What do you tell him to sort of encourage him as he's shaking the rust off in these early games?
Just not to overthink it. You know, try your hardest to be yourself and figure out, you know, how you want to. Try to think about the best way to say it. I just don't really say much to him. I mean, you know, I think that Gordon's gonna be Gordon. I'm gonna continue to say that. You know, he's a consummate professional. Obviously, he's coming off the injury, but I think that he's doing a great job of working himself back and figuring out, you know, the level of play that he needs to play at, and you know, with our team and where he fits in with that. And you know, and it's my job as one of the leaders of the team, just continue to give him that confidence. You know, throwing him some plays here and there, just to, you know, get him back used to the way he's used to playing. You know, in the middle of the floor, in pick and roll, making decisions. Smart basketball player that's able to play off the ball, but when he has the ball in his hands, he's able to make plays for others. So, you know, and for himself.
You've dealt with that, though. How hard is that to not think about it? Think too much?
It's definitely tough. I mean, coming back from injury, from anything, you know, especially being a year off, you know, but like I said, you just try not to overthink it, and it's great when you have other good teammates. So.
Now speak to the depth of this team, and you have a guy like Terry Rozier coming off the bench and being able to provide you guys with a lift.
What did you say? You want me to talk about it?
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, I think we all know what our depth is. At this point, we kind of know what other guys are capable of doing, and now we just put it together of what our team looks like when everyone's here. So, you know, we have the talent, but now we just have to continue to build the continuity.
Kyrie got us to 30 minutes tonight. Was that something that you and Brad talked about, or you kind of just went with the flow?
No, I looked at him in the third quarter and I said, man, just let me play the rest of this. I definitely played a veteran's 27 tonight. Felt good, so you won't be seeing me on Tuesday. so that got my stuff going, and you'll see me again in Cleveland.
Rob Williams had that block on the perimeter near the end to help seal the game. Just, are you amazed at all by the length that he has?
Yeah, I'm definitely not necessarily amazed. I think that, you know, you can see it, you know, how long his arms are and how athletic he is as a young guy. But I think what has really interested me is how smart he is as a basketball player, and he fits very well with our, you know, just our system. I mean, you know, you think about little things that happen throughout the game, and, you know, think about a ceiling play, and, you know, Rob gets the block, and then he passes to Gersh. You know, those little things right there just shows you how well he fits in the mold of being a Boston Celtic. You know, just makes the huge play and then passes to Gersh, and, you know, could have easily windmilled it, done something crazy for the crowd, but, you know, he passed to Gersh and we sealed the game, and, you know, I know that felt good for him and the rest of us.
How is it for you being back on the court here at TD Garden?
Felt good. I'm just grateful to be back out there with all my teammates in front of the fans and just playing again, just having fun.
Kyrie, the league is making a point of emphasis on switches, defenders holding offensive players.
Mm-hmm.
How does that affect you as a point guard? It's in a switch-heavy defensive scheme.
I think it affects all of us. I think, you know, one way or another. You know, I was talking to the refs the other night, and I was just asking them, you know, if the league is going to call it like that, then what happens with the physicality of the game as the games progress throughout the season? You know, because obviously we want to emphasize freedom of movement, But, you know, it's pretty traditional in the league of seeing a physical game. You know, we're all grown men. We all could take pretty much any hit, you know, for the most part. It's not blatant, you know, on purpose. But, you know, but the refs are going to do their job, and it's our job to adjust and just figure out the best way. But I think what makes it easier is just communicating with them and just talking about it throughout the game and just asking them, you know, like, hey, like, okay, if we're going to call it this way, then, you know, you just have an open dialogue with them. You know, you don't want to put too much on them. It's preseason, so it's preseason for all of us. So I think just having that dialogue has been great. You know, obviously it's a point of emphasis, as you saw in North Carolina the other night. But I think tonight they called it pretty well. You know, so I was happy.
Does it give you an advantage at all, just because you will get, you know, a lot of mismatches, you know, on those switches?
Yeah. You take advantage of it. Like I said, you just find your spots. You know how you want to work it in your favor.
Kyrie, as a player, do you notice the lighting in the arenas? I don't know if you noticed.
Yep. Yep.
What's your opinion on?
I didn't know that was a league thing now. Is it? Did you know that?
I heard that it was, but I mean, apparently.
It feels like I'm in a It feels like I'm almost because there are 2 arenas that do that lighting mainly, is MSG and Staples Center.
Mm-hmm.
But now I think they're doing it across the league.
Yeah.
So I took a look up, you know, when I first came out, and usually TD's lit up.
Right.
You know, we could see all the fans, you can see the yellow seats, you can see everything. But now it's like it's just really dark. So I think it's an adjustment for our fans here, but. I mean, if they're doing that, then it looks like it's just outside of a football stadium, you know, just big lights and just shining on you know, of a performance, which I don't mind. You came to watch us perform, so, you know what I mean? It would be nice if I could see a few faces in the crowd, but I don't mind, you know. So.
It doesn't affect the game flow, or